And right now, make no mistake about it, maybe through your very lenses, the entire world is watching this and they're laughing about what's going on. The entire state of Florida right now, when they value a property like Mar-a-Lago at $18 million, is laughing at New York State and laughing at New York State Attorney General and laughing at, quite frankly, a court system. Guys, we deserve better than this. Let's get the murderers off the street. Let's take care of the crime. Let's rebuild our infrastructure. Everywhere you drive in New York, you hit a pothole and your car gets destroyed. And they're going after a guy who employs thousands of people.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And Eric Trump stood outside of his father's New York fraud trial and tried to play the victim for reporters last week. Although both Don Jr. and Eric downplayed their roles in the Trump organization and blamed their accountants for over-evaluating properties, they didn't fool New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Employed them through COVID, the deepest, darkest times of this state. Runs a great organization, literally puts food on table for thousands of people. And I'm the guy running a company who gets to get the call from these people saying, hey, am I going to get paycheck next week because of the asinine things that I'm reading in the headlines? Even though we never did anything wrong, even though our properties are worth much more than even reported in the statement of financial condition. Guys, this is a political witch hunt. It shouldn't happen in this country. It can't happen the opposite way around. We've got to stop this nonsense. We've got to get back to work.
The New York Attorney General's office called Eric Trump's testimony extremely favorable to the state's fraud case against the Trump family. Donald is set to testify on Monday morning, and Ivanka will wind up on the stand Wednesday.
Today was Eric Trump's second day on the stand, and NBC reporters note that Eric Trump seemed more nervous today than in yesterday's testimony. They report that he was often leaning back and forth in his chair and fidgeting, and they also described him as agitated and defiant. The civil prosecutor spent part of today asking Eric Trump about Alan Weisselberg's severance package. Weisselberg, you'll recall, served 3 months at Rikers Island for tax fraud and was removed from his position as CFO of the Trump Organization.
During Eric's questioning, the court wanted to know details about a severance package that he had crafted for Alan Weisselberg, the longtime CEO of the Trump Organization. Weisselberg pleaded guilty on criminal fraud charges earlier this year. The agreement that Eric Trump crafted for Weisselberg instructed Weisselberg not to criticize the Trump Organization. It also barred him from cooperating with authorities in an investigation into the Trump Organization. Eric claimed full responsibility for the package. Donald Trump is set to testify on Monday morning with Ivanka following on Wednesday. Eric and Don Jr. have both cried about the criminal proceedings being political witch hunts during their time in court. Eric bellyached about being picked on by the justice system. He proclaimed his innocence and tried to portray the Trump Organization as doing all kinds of good things in the community.
She's come after my father ruthlessly. Every single day a Trump is in this court. Guess what? She shows up. Why? Because it's her press moment. We haven't done a damn thing wrong, and they dragged Don and I into it as collateral damage. You know why? Because if you can line up as many Trumps as you possibly can, she can sit in court for an extra couple days, and then she can send fundraising emails every single day to her donor base saying, I'm going after Trump.
Eric tried to gaslight viewers into feeling sorry for him. He seemed to argue that whatever crimes he's committed should be overlooked since he's been such a champion for social justice and a real leader in his community. Get real. Eric is living in a dream world that is about to get torn apart. Donald will throw both of his sons under the bus in a New York minute. There is no honor amongst thieves, and we're about to see it play out. The entire Trump house of cards could fall on Wednesday when Ivanka takes a stand. Ivanka fought like hell not to testify. She knows everything about the Trump Organization, and she is still intertwined financially and professionally. Whatever immunity deal she worked out with Jack Smith in the January 6th investigation is going to ensure that she tells the truth. She doesn't want her shady business dealings aired out like dirty laundry, but she may have no choice. Will Ivanka flip on her father and dimwit brothers? If she is put on the situation of discriminating herself or someone else, she will most likely turn on her family. She is a Trump, so it wouldn't be a surprise if she did. The Trump Organization isn't being picked on. They willfully broke the law and defrauded lenders. They are common criminals that got caught. The Trump Organization is not the victim, but the perpetrator. Eric Trump, the entire world is laughing at what's going on. They're all laughing at you and your bumbling crime family. The Trump family is a joke. They make outrageous allegations about the Bidens doing wrong, but it's the Trumps who've been in court all week. Eric peddled a false equivalent and said that the police should be chasing real crime and that the state was going to hell because of people like Letitia James. Eric, people like Letitia James are cleaning up the streets from predators like you and your family. The entire Trump line has been a drain on society. Get the popcorn ready, folks. Ivanka's testimony on Wednesday will surely be center stage, and we can't wait to hear what she has to say. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.